Hey everybody, welcome to the Wolf Pit. Today we're going to make pepper stout beef po' boys. I've made a lot of pepper stout beef before, but never on a po' boy. So let's get started. The grill dome is still halfway full with leftover lump, so I'm going to go ahead and get my hand torch and get this lit. Just light in one spot for about 30 seconds. And I'm going to add just one piece of cherry wood for the smoke today. Now our indirect cooking grate. And now the ceramic heat deflector that I've wrapped in foil for easy cleanup. And now the main cooking grate. And now I'm going to close the lid and leave both vents 100% open until we hit 250 degrees. While the grill dome is preheating, I'm going to heavily salt and pepper a 5-pound chuck roast. Now I know this looks like a lot of salt and a lot of pepper, but this is a big, thick, dense cut of meat that's going to be smoked for a long time, and then it's going to be put into a braising liquid, so the salt and pepper is going to season the braising liquid as well. And now flip it over and season the same way on the other side. The grill dome is almost up to 250 degrees, so I've added our meat, and I'm going to insert a meat probe, and we're going to smoke our chuck roast until it gets to about 165 degrees, or until it builds a nice bark, and that's where all the flavor is going to come from once it goes into the braising liquid. Put the lid down, close the top vent 90%, and the bottom vent 90%. And now the grill dome set at 250 degrees for the next several hours. And now for the braising liquid, I have bell peppers, red onions, jalapeno peppers, and garlic, as well as some leftover bell peppers and onions there in the corner. To that, I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce and a bottle of Guinness Stout. For a full printable version of this recipe and many more, visit the Wolf Pit blog. After about 4 hours, our roast is at 165. It's got a nice color to it, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this off and get it into the tub. And then place the pan on the grill and tightly foil. Now close the lid and cook this in the 300 to 350 degree range for about 3 hours or until fork tender. After 3.5 hours, remove the foil. So take a fork, and if it shreds like this, it's done. You can use temperature as a guide when you're cooking a chuck roast, but not really as a rule to tell you when it's done. This one's at 210 degrees right now, and it's just now shreddable. Now you simply want to continue to shred all the meat into the braising liquid and discard any excess fat. And when you're done pulling all the meat, it should look like this. If you end up with some excess liquid, just let it simmer for a few minutes with the lid off, and it will slowly reduce. And now to make our po' boys. I'm going to slather some mayonnaise on a fresh French loaf. Now pile on our pepper stout beef. Now several slices of Swiss cheese. And put the top of the loaf on. There you have it. Pepper stout beef po' boy. Rich, spicy, tender, juicy, and delicious. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you give this a try, and I'll see you next time.